Call to order the Delaware County Commissioners meeting of Monday, December the 2nd, 2019. It's now 9 a.m. Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome. I'm sure you all ran up the steps today to work out the weekend. All those blessings. Mr. Craycraft, we have the roll call, please.
Mr. King.
Here.
Mr. Henry.
Here.
Ms. Reagan.
Present.
Mr. Rapp.
Here.
Thank you. Table of business, what's your pleasure?
So we move to.
Mr.
Yeah, we
King?
can both table.
Okay.
Next meeting.
Approval of minutes, November 18th, please.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that. Roll call, please.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
I wasn't here, I'll abstain from the vote.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes. Thank you. Contracts and agreements for the extension. We have one.
She's not gonna be here today, she's at a conference.
Did you look it all over? and everything?
Yeah, it's just the
Standard.
extension, pretty standard.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes. Thank you. 2020 Commissioners meeting, Jenny. Done a nice job typing all this up.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
And I'm assuming we're putting the 9 Roll call, please.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Motorola Solutions, who's going to speak on that? Paul?
Paul Simmons, Delaware County 911 Director. This is just a renewal, something we pay every year. I have this money in my budget, so I'm not asking for any additional monies.
That's what we always like to hear.
Absolutely.
Money's in the bank.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
I have one more question. Last time we talked about billing the city. Are we to just bill in for October and November since it expired, or do we bill in for the whole quarter like we usually do?
Probably would be for October, November, wouldn't it?
They're still,
The agreements.
Expired,
That would make sense, yeah.
Period.
they're still using our service.
but yeah, and that's my question. We are still providing service to them.
I'll look into that one. I would guess it's still gonna be October, November, because that's what the interlocal agreement called for before, and we're still providing the service to all the other surrounding towns as well. Same situation with them.
And I don't know about you guys, but I don't wanna jeopardize the citizens inside the city just because.
Nor do I.
Right. We have, the plan is to continue business as usual. At your direction.
And hopefully we can sit down with the new administration and get things worked out.
Sooner the better.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Ordinance, second reading, ordinance number 2019-27.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes. Thank you. Monthly, weekly reports, waste and measures. Always does a nice job on his reports, thank you. Department heads, overlook that. Do we have any, good news on how many roads we've paved this summer? Mr. Jesse, would you like to,
I'll have that for you next month.
I'll have it next month, next year.
next week.
Okay, or next 2 weeks, thank you. claims of $2,218,015.86.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes, thank you. Time for the public comments. I have 3 minutes, step up, give name, address.
I have a question.
Oh,
I'm out of breath. I ran up the stairs to see if that was gonna be a short meeting. Okay. You guys amended the edit plan back on November the 18th, and I sent you all an email, and I've not heard anything, so I thought I'd ask. You eliminated a project when you redid the, where you moved all the money to 2020. You already spent money out of the project this year, so I don't know what to do.
Was that on the bridge project?
Mm,
Bill?
Yep. You'd already spent 49,000. I brought the claims with me just in case, but that's the
We
way.
check into that, and if we have to add it back in, we can.
Yeah, so you really need to amend it again because you should have left 49,941.45 in that project.
Was that money that was reimbursed by the state?
Some was.
Okay,
John
so the
doesn't have
49,000
all
is
this
left over. Okay,
Well, I have to have the project in there, at least 49,000 to cover these claims.
Okay.
But then we got the reimbursement like 38,000, yeah,
Jeff, can we just make a motion? Do you know what project that was?
15.
To put 49, to put 49,000 back in project 15.
Yeah, another correction needs to be made on the edit plan anyways, so I would say make the motion at the next meeting to get it done.
Okay.
We'll have the plan redone, ready to go.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure it was covered, so
Okay.
Donna.
thank you. I figured I could catch you all together right now, so.
Thank you. Yep. Anybody else? Entertain a motion.
We have,
Oh,
My name's Carl Gregory. I live on the corner of Smithfield Pike and Whitney Road. And we have a drainage problem that's created by the county just last week. When we moved there 20 years ago, the 2 houses across the street, they run their water. And all their drainage goes all the way to the road, to the first drive. Then there's where the drain goes under the road into our woods. We was getting all of their water. So as when Ron Bottom was commissioner, he talked to him, and he got Linda Garrett and people out there and looked at it, and they agreed that it was a legal way they was doing it. So they went out and they trenched from the first house down to the second drive, and made a ditch there so the water would drain all the way down the east side of the road. And what they done, they took a balloon or some kind of ball and blew it up inside of the drain. So anyway, last week, here's 4 trucks out there, and they're digging it all up, and we didn't know what was going on. I guess he was the superintendent I talked to, but he said that Liberty Township, what do you call them? Sewage. Then they had complained, they put a station in there, and they complained they was having to walk through water around there, which came directly from this Storms, his name, that lives on the corner. Anyway, they came out and tore all this up, put a new pipe in, and I told him what happened, that they came out, it's been about 12 years ago, it came out and clogged that drain up where it wouldn't go into our woods. It'd keep on going down the east side of the road, because you get on down to Dr. Craig's, then there's a drain down there that all the water goes into, over to Buck Creek. And he denied that we were just down a surveyor, and surveyor said they wouldn't have they wouldn't have trenched that. It had to be the county. But the superintendent said it wasn't them that done it. Now, so we have no idea who it was done it. He wanted to know if we had any paperwork showing that we had that done. I said, no, it's been a good 12 years ago. But anyway, they dug the drain up and put a new one in, and my wife can show you a picture of the water where it's going into our woods and across our drive. It's going to ruin our drives, what it's going to do, and nobody else is hurt but us. And I don't know who to go to, or
How many years have you lived out there?
20 years.
Here comes Tommy, Phyllis.
But they didn't tell us that they were coming out. We just went home and there they are. And I asked him how come they didn't call us and get us involved. He shook his head.
Tommy,
Tom Porter's Delaware County Surveyor. I've met them, what was probably been a month ago, and they do live on the corner, and their woods is probably the lowest on the corner. And the county has a drain that runs, probably 100 foot, maybe 200 foot around your guys' property. And they wanted to know how they could get the water out of their woods. I said, the drainage board, Delaware County Drainage Board, and the surveyor's office would not be opposed to them hooking into the county regulated drain that's just around their property on the field, not on the roadside. It's something that they would have to do as a private drain, just like any farmer or anybody else that wants to hook in and hook a tile in. And that tile that runs around their house is fairly new, I would say, within the last 5 years. Most of it's been put in new, and gave that to them as an option. Now, around the roads in that corner, I don't know anything that's happened. I don't know. It has nothing that came from our office, and this is the first I've heard of any projects out there. It's, like I said, I don't know if it's from the highway or Liberty, sewer, or whoever it was. I have no idea.
Bob, do you know?
This problem with the woods has been ongoing for years. My issue is if the water's standing at the side of the road, it's our job to get rid of it. There was an existing culvert pipe there. I've not seen anything in black and white that said that they could plug that pipe up. So it's our job to replace it if it's not working properly. And that's what we did. If somebody can prove to me that we were wrong by doing that, then we'll change it. But I don't see it.
And I look back at the aerials since the early 90s when the cross pipe then. The older aerials get so distorted, it's hard to tell, but we cannot find any records of any permission or anything along those lines. But I do know Bob assured Mr. and Mrs. Gregory, he drives that road every day, and he'll keep an eye on it. If there's something else we can do, we'd be happy to. We do have a crushed driveway pipe that Tommy was trying to open up for him, but they unfortunately are in the low area.
Bad thing is, go out there and look today. He's saying to get the water standing. I'll show you a picture. It's all on our side. There's nothing on the other side. You need to go by and look at it.
It's because your woods is lowest point
Right?
in that whole area.
But if the natural flow is going this
I
way.
need you to stand up at the podium if
Okay.
you're gonna speak. And state your name, please.
Belinda Gregory. The problem is, it goes down east, and that's where it was all running, and they deferred it, and it goes across the road now into our woods. Now, if the natural flow is going that way, we've got it standing like you wouldn't believe. They had nothing on that side. So what didn't get down there, it's all on it gets to us before it gets down to the drain. We've got it standing everywhere out there.
But you also have 2 culvert pipes under your driveway. And the water might be standing in the woods, but it's not going through the culvert pipe because the woods are so much lower.
Correct. But it just keeps piling up because you're just dumping it all on our side instead of going on down. There's not any in that drain down there. It's all on our side.
I can't control what.
I understand that, but
elevation.
that's why they plug that up, because it should go down to the drain that's on down the road, then go back to Buck Creek. How's it gonna get away when it's all on our side?
It wasn't running down through there, even though there is a ditch between one driveway and the other. It's all standing on the back side of that. With that pipe being existing, we have the right to replace that and make it work.
I understand that, but the kicker is, you dug and trenched out on our side where it's standing, you didn't trench on the other side. All you did was just put that
You're talking
pipe.
about where they put the pipe in the new
Yes,
one?
yes, you didn't dig.
They did take a high spot out of there so that the water would have a chance to run to the south.
Why didn't they just trench it like they did ours? You just left us a great big hole there it's like a pond right there.
But that whole wood stand.
Yeah, I understand that, but if we just keep getting more and more and more,
It,
why
you
didn't you trench on their side, is what I'm saying.
I take it your issue is because your wood stands with water all the time. That's something that I can't take care of. That's something you're gonna have to do.
But I don't think we'll ever get it corrected the way you've got that done. Why didn't you trench on their side where some of it would go on down the road instead of
There is
coming
a
on us?
trench over there, like I said, between driveway and driveway, but it's still not draining there because the design was for it to come across under that pipe. So
But
we
you-
put the pipe in.
The only
to
reason
open it
it
back
ain't
up.
draining is because the leaves pile up at the drain pipe, then the water backs up.
We've even went
And
down and
then
cleaned it.
The leaves that I seen were on the south side of the driveway. The water's coming from the north side going south, it'll push them leaves out of there if there's that kind of water in there.
Well, let me ask you this. Why did you trench ours? We're low anyway, and then you trench down about at least a foot or two. So all that's standing there instead of, on the other side, you didn't do any of that. It's higher on the other side, so we're getting everything.
The pipe that they put in
Uh-huh.
is level with the dirt on the east side of the road. Okay, your side being lower is naturally filled up with silt and dirt and leaves. So when you put the pipe in, they had to dig part of that out in order for that water to get out of that pipe.
Why can't you trench a little bit on that side to give us a little bit of a break? They did that
There is a
before.
trench on that side.
Yeah, but not where the pipe's at.
Let's do this. Angie, will you get me some overheads
Here, I got it right here.
of that? Okay. And then, let me take a look at it. I'll get with Bob and Tommy and we'll try to come up with a solution.
Okay.
Okay.
That man talking.
Thank you.
Right here, sir.
Right here, honey. He's legally blind.
I'm legally blind.
Okay.
How about I make some
Right here, sir.
copies?
Okay.
Thank you.
So we haven't had the problem for a good 12 years, because the water went, well, we had to clog the drain up going in our wood. So the water just goes on down to Dr. Craig's and where the drain was at.
We'll take a look at it, sir, and see if we can't come up with a
Sure,
resolution.
appreciate it.
Okay?
See what we can do legally.
Thank
you. Yeah, sorry for your trouble. Anybody else?
You make a motion to recess?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes, thank you.